So here comes Fred Kereley right now.
Who gets the best start? Coleman got out pretty well. So too did Trayvon Bromell. Coleman is looking good. So too is Marvin Bracey Williams. But Fred Kereley, Kereley's going to do it. Fred.
So he's a G. And now here's Fred Kereley the other day. Why are they doing this to Fred Kereley? Here's the reason I put, why was Fred Kereley attacked by police? And it says here, Bess alleged that Kereley disregarded lawful commands and physically pushed one of the uniformed officers. Well, we know that's probably a lie. Before resisting the officer's attempts to detain him. Kereley was taken to a local hospital before going to Turner Guilfoyle Night Correction Center. Olympic sprinter Fred Kereley wrestled to the ground and tased. Olympic track star Fred Kereley was arrested in Florida late Thursday afternoon. Body-worn camera released by the Miami Police Department. The reigning Olympic bronze medalist in the 100-meter dash exchanged word with a group of officers before being wrestled to the ground and struck repeatedly. One of the officers then subdued Kereley with a stun gun, colloquially called the taser, before he was placed in torture cuffs. So this is where you can hear the cops beating Kereley. They're attacking him and beating on him in this one. You can hear it. Remember, the cops constantly lie. You guys know this. The cops constantly lie and say that they were attacked, that somebody hit them. They said that he attacked a cop. So the audio's not on yet. So I don't see him attacking any cop. I don't see him battering any cop. So they started pushing him. So he touched the cop's hand. And look at Junior coming up behind him. Look at this Junior little copper. So let's watch this back here at slow here. Okay, so he pushes him back here. So the cop goes to push him again, and Kereley brings his arms up to defend himself. So then the cops start attacking him with multiple people. Let's see what we can see here. I still don't see the attack on the cops. I'm waiting to see it. Good to see you, Larry. I'm no longer in the dungeon, buddy. Oh, because that cop went down, then he must have been attacked? I don't see the attack. So he's still trying to attack the guy from behind. Okay, so that's Kereley's legs. He has, so just so you know, right there, that's the back of Kereley's ass. So he didn't attack him with his ass. And this cop is going down, but he fell down on his own. There was no one throwing him on the ground. Now they're all attacking Kereley, but I don't see the attack on the cops. I don't see the cops being attacked here. Oh, so he's punching him in the head. He's punching him in the back of the head, which is illegal in MMA because it kills you, scrambles your brain. He doesn't know how to do a basic wrist wrap on the guy's arm. So that's not how you hold somebody down. That's just stupid. So now you got a bunch of Keystone cops on top of this guy, and he wants to get out of there, of course. I don't see the attack that Kereley has done so far. Do you guys see the attack? I'm not seeing any of the attacking. I don't see any attacking yet done by Kereley. Let's go to 50% speed, see if we can get anything. Oh, they're all screaming, "Stop resisting." Well, shit. If they're all screaming, "Stop resisting," then he must have been resisting, right? I mean, they're saying stop resisting, so he must have been resisting. If they're saying stop resisting, then he must have been resisting. Makes sense. If they just say it, then it's true. They're punching him, and she's screaming, "Why are y'all hitting him?" Did you see that? Did you see that weak ass beta male punch? So he punches him in the side right there. Now watch his wrist fold over. Punches him again right there, and look at his wrist.
Yeah, I'm gonna tase him.
Everybody get out of the way. I'm going to electrocute him. I want to see their cameras. See these guys over here? I want to see their camera angles. I didn't see the attack. I didn't see him attack the cops. I didn't see the attack.
Move! Get back! Move! Move! Go over there, man. Go over there. Go over there.
Just chill, babe. We're dealing with the police. Stop, babe. Don't say anything else. Babe, you heard?
She's right about that. Don't say anything else.
Don't say anything else. Don't say anything else.
Don't say anything else.
Hey, anyone else?
Yeah. Sacramento Lenny got it exactly correct. Do you see what Sacramento Lenny wrote down here? I guess you have to scream out loud, "I'm not resisting. You're making it up." You have to narrate the video. If you don't narrate, you're only going to hear the cops narrating, "Stop resisting, even though you're not resisting. You have to say it out loud. Sacramento Lenny is exactly correct. You have to say it. "I'm not resisting. You're just beating me."
Where's my phone?
Do me a favor. It's like a Gestapo.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Get off of me.
He's still screaming. He's still screaming, "Stop resisting."
Hey, get away from my girl, bro. Stop, bro. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. They got handcuffs on me. Y'all weak. Hey, you weak, homie? Hey, get the off of me. Hey, bro, I'm not resisting. Y'all going to jail.
Yeah.
They should go to jail. He said, "Y'all are going to jail."
Bro, I'm not resisting. Y'all going to jail.
No, that's the whole thing, is the cops are allowed to attack us, but we're not allowed to defend ourselves at all, because at the justice level or the superior court level, you'll be charged with assaulting or battering a pig, but they won't be. And so he's saying that you should be arrested, and they should be, but they won't be.
Yeah.
Y'all not built like that. I'm telling y'all not built like that. You weak. You weak, bro. Y'all put your hands on me. Y'all weak as bro.
Stop, bro. It's the police. You have to respect that.
These man. And get that off of me, bro.
Get the hard to that taser.
Alright, you call fire rescue already? Not feel like that. No, what's about to go there? Can y'all I am guilty. I got find the front. Yo, you ain't got on me, bro. Relax, bro. Yo.
What's on your license? You
don't relax. You going to jail. And then you weak. Y'all.
I think Sevenfold got the best comment of the day so far. Stop resisting is the last phrase millions of innocent citizens have heard before being murdered by cops. It's so true. It is so true. Now remember, we were told here that Mr. Kereley was charged with a felony of assaulting or battering a police officer. We didn't see that here. We saw the cop push him and him put his hands up and say, "Don't push me." But then he was charged with felony battery on a police officer, which is a gigantically inflated punishment.
Hit me in my head. All y'all weak, bro. I'm telling y'all, get the off me, bro. I can't go nowhere. Up, bro. Man, you shut the up, bro. Nigga, you weak. That nigga in the jail.
20 years old.
I'm not 20 years old. Babe, come and get my phone. Bro, get off my legs. I need my legs.
Move your legs?
Get the off my legs. Get the off me.
You gotta stop moving them.
Get off of me, bro. Y'all going to jail.
No, they're not. No, they're not. It's a gang. It's you know, I think that the day is coming that where a reckoning is going to happen. And I think that I'm predicting here that I think that the cop shops in America are going to get burnt to the ground. That's what I think eventually is going to happen. I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying I think that that's what's going to happen. I think that it's only a matter of time before the citizens of this country burn the police departments to the ground because they're a tyrannical, anti-freedom, jackboot, thug, pig organization. I'm not calling for that. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm going to tell you that you shouldn't do that. I think that the day is coming that the police departments in this country will get burned to the ground. That's what I think is going to happen. Because what else can we do? What else are people going to do? I think that's what's going to happen. As you know, I've called for nonviolence. Do not burn things. Do not attack police. Do not kill people. I think that we saw a microcosm of the future with the George Floyd riots in Minneapolis. That police department was burned to the ground. I think that that's what's going to happen in the future. I'm allowed to think that. I'm not calling for it. I'm not saying, yay, go burn down police stations. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying to you, don't burn down police stations. From what we saw with the George Floyd riots, and some of those were riots, some of those were protests, I think that we're going to look at, I think it's going to be a burning thing is what I think is going to happen. That's my prediction. Does anybody disagree with me? Does anybody have a different? I mean, what do you think the citizens are going to do as they continue to arrest middle-class people now? The prison industry is not big enough. It was one thing to go after poor blacks at first, poor Chinese, poor browns, poor whites, and it kind of in that order. And then it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, where now they're going after middle class, upper class blacks, middle class, upper class browns, middle class, kind of upper class whites, but more middle class whites, middle class. Well, Asians have largely stayed completely away from it. They're doing the best they can. Yeah, I mean, Chille, you've always called for no violence and do everything to be peaceful within the law, always. Yeah, I'm not calling for violence. I'm predicting that I think the cop shops in the country will get burned to the ground. I think that's what's going to happen eventually. That's what I believe will happen. Don't do it. Don't participate in that. Don't get caught up in getting yourself shot or killed. We're going to get through this. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty abundant. It's all around. It's all, yeah, they're not going to jail. These cops should be put in jail for what they did, but they're not going to be.
I ain't doing this. You went to my motherfucking car. And then which one? You put your hands on me. You put your hands on me. That thing out big because you got in the bag.
0707, those kids are, so you're right on 2327.
Yo, give me all this roll, bro. Take 20. Give me.
Another 14 on property, no fine.
It take 20 to get me. None of y'all feel like that. It take 20. Anybody else have a ball in the cage here? It take 20. Take 20. Hey, no, yo. Yo, what the fuck y'all doing, bro?
They must be arresting his lady friend. Why is she being arrested? Just because they can. Why arrest one when you can arrest two?
Yo, get my bill, bro. I'm good.
These pigs don't care. They're getting paid. Look how stupid this guy looks. Look how stupid this guy looks. Whatever they can get any old moron to just do whatever they tell them to do as long as they pay them.
Y'all saw me, I didn't do it.
Oh, they did arrest her. They arrested her too. There she goes right there.
Don't take 20, man. It take 20. Hey, boom, move, bro. It's a way. Hey, take that off. Take
So I'm just curious here. Oh, it's going to be full of bootlickers. Legend has it that Fred's girlfriend is still screaming stop. I'd like to know no audio until Fred responded. Usual story, police ask person to do something. He doesn't and becomes aggressive. Bootlicker. Yeah, the cops are scum. Let's see what the replies of this was. Police fault. Boom. Downvote that piece of shit. We have no context. From reports, the cops were in a group dealing with some problem on the curb and was asked to go around, but he chose to walk through them. The bots always miss out on a buildup. And where in the Florida law says I must obey a command when I'm not suspected of a crime? Sounds like an ego problem by the officers. Without knowing exactly what happened, the police can absolutely give a lawful order if they're working in a scene. Well, here's a cop sucker right there. Someone sees a cop video on a black person, they make a totally different version of what happened, especially careful to claim the black person was aggressive, even when not.